I uploaded something like this quite a while back, but obviously money making methods change, and like I said, it's been quite a while, so here's a new one. So just some quick information before going to the top 10. There's going to be at least one method for each stage of the game you're in, so that's early, mid, late, and end game. The values are generally around 5 to 25 million coins per hour. All of these will have backup claims and or proofs on screen when the methods are shown. The first method is going to be worm fishing, and this is going to be early plus game because everyone can fish, even early game players. But if you have a higher sea creature chance, that means more money. I got around 10 million coins per hour with 94% sea creature chance and basically no speed. So how do you worm fish? Firstly, you're going to need at least fishing level 19, as you can see over here. And you're going to go to the Crystal Hollows guy. Try to go into the Crystal Hollows, buy the pass for like 10k coins. And you can keep lobby hopping until you get a precursor remnant spawn, or you can find the precursor remnant spawn yourself. It's very useful to have a Crystal Hollows map. I got a lucky spawn in the precursor remnants. And you're basically gonna stay above y equals 60 or 70. And just keep digging until you find like a lava spot, which is not below y equals 60 or 70. So after a bit of mining, I found myself this place. It's kind of the lava zone, but not really, as it's higher up. So this is too low. But if you come all the way up here, it is above y equals 65, so you can use this kind of lava. So once you got your little area, you can get some hot stone and build your own little worm fishing spot. Alright, so the worm fishing spot is done. Someone is worm fishing right above me. That's interesting. So you kind of make yourself like a little standing place over here. And you can fish using this lava source. And all your worms are going to end up here. You can use something like the SBE timer. And every 5 minutes you can go and kill the worm. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Fish bait is the best bait for this, by the way. You do this, set a timer. Get your worm out, and you can keep doing this for around 5 minutes. You're gonna have stacks of worm over here. Go in, kill everything. You're gonna get like, I'm not sure what the odds are, but you're gonna get worm membrane, and I'm gonna cut to a video of 5 minutes of me doing this. So as you saw from that clip, I got 8 worm membranes in 5 minutes, and that's about the average you're gonna get. I did a few more tests, but 8 worm membranes per 5 minutes seems to be the average. If you multiply that by 12, you're gonna get 96 worm membranes per hour, so that's around 100. 100 is easy, so let's just go with 100. Worm membrane prices were a bit dipped just now, but right now if you see around 97k, basically around 100k. You can sell it in stacks for around 7 mil as well, I believe. Stacks, yeah, 7 mil. So if you get like 100 worm membranes per hour, that's going to be 10 mil per hour. And obviously if you don't have max sea creature chance like I do, let's say you're early game and you have around 50 shouldn't be that hard. If you have 50 sea creature chance, that's going to be 5 mil per hour. It's still decent. So sticking to the theme of Crystal Hollows, the next one is going to be gemstone mining. You might already know this one, but it's a mid to late game class money making method because it does cost a fair bit to get a decent setup. But it does make around 6 mil per hour without a max setup, which I used a semi-budget setup. I'll quickly go into the setup and everything you need now. If you already know all this, you can just skip this section entirely and go to the next one, but if you don't, stick around. So quickly going through the guide for the setup you're going to use. 3 alternatives for armor. First one is going to be Yogg, cheapest one. Cost 2 mil for the whole set, can apply pristine gemstone. Next up, Sorrow, same thing, a little more expensive and gives mining fortune and speed. Last one is going to be the Divan. Crazy expensive because you need gemstone chambers as well, gonna cost around 400 mil for the whole thing with 5 gemstone chambers. best, but really wouldn't recommend unless you're crazy rich. Apply all the gemstones you can to it, so I recommend flawless or fine, flawless for topaz. For your drill, gemstone gauntlet is literally the best thing you can get for its price. The only thing better is the maxed out titanium drill, which costs like 350 mil, and an advanced drill which is 1.3 mil. So gemstone gauntlet, best one. If you don't have Heart of the Mountain 6, you can go with the Jasper drill, Topaz drill, the gemstone drill, or the ruby drill. Any of these works. Get what you want to do. Apply pristine to it if you can, of course, and apply all the gemstone to it. Same thing with the armor. That way you'll have the maxed out fortune and speed. For your Heart of the Mountain tree, put as much as you can on fortune and speed. Daily powder, if I'm grinding powder, so ignore that. Efficient miner, it's completely useless. I recommend disabling it because it fucks with pristine. See the mine man, quite useless. This is the ability you're gonna go with. Mining speed boost. Mining madness for extra fortune and speed. So you go up if you have all this. Maxed out fortunate because fortune good. Professional because speed good. These two are kinda useless, but I have it for my own reasons. That's basically all you need. So next up, you come into the lava zone and you literally just mine yellow glass, which is topaz. Typically you want to find the battle location as it has the most glass, most topaz. But I can't be asked right now, so I'll just cut into the 5 minutes clip of me mining topaz and seeing how much I get. As you saw from that clip, I got 500k every 5 minutes, which is going to be 6 million coins per hour, I believe. So with my setup, that's around 6 mil per hour. It might be a little more or less depending on your setup, but well, it's still decent. Next up is going to be ghost grinding, which is a late game method that makes around 8 million coins per hour with the current sorrow prices. Quickly for the setup, it's going to be a 3/4 Necron with a Warden helmet for most damage. Legion does not matter because you're probably going to be doing it alone. Mithril Golem pad with Lucky Clover for the most magic find and damage. A Golden Dragon might be more, but Mithril Golem is up there, really good. A Fabled Soul Whip with 1 for all, again for the most damage. The location I'm going to be using is all the way at the back of this bridge, near the king. Drop down, and it's going to be this huge open place. You can see there's already a man doing this with a Golden Dragon, but you basically go around, shoot a Soul Whip in the middle, and you get kills. The calculation I'm going to be doing for this is I'm going to kill ghosts for 5 minutes, time it, see how many ghost kills I get, and do the math to see how many sorrow I will get, because 5 minutes is not a good enough sample size to get a good average. Sorrow has a 0.12% chance to drop. If you include that with the average magic find of around 130, that's going to be about 1 out of 400 chance for a sorrow to drop. So that was 457 ghosts per 5 minutes. That's about 5,500 ghosts per hour. With the proper magic find calculations of 1 out of 350, that's going to be 16 sorrows per hour. And with the current sorrow prices, even going down to 500k, yep, 500k, that's going to be 8 million coins per hour. Next up is Void Gloom Tier 3 speed spamming. This is going to be an endgame method because you need to do it in really high speed. And it's going to yield about 12 million coins per hour. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Not much experience is needed, just a hypermax setup. Atom Split, Sasisala for Wither Shield, Plasma Flux, and a Terminator to break the shield, and an eject pad obviously. You basically spawn and kill the boss within 1 minute, and you get the base drops. Do it for an hour. Salto Bazaar, and yeah, it's pretty insane. I'll just quickly cut to the clip of me doing a bug loop. That was in 50 seconds, and obviously I got a summoning eye there, but that does not count. So just the base drops, which is 200k, and 79 null spheres. That's the average you're gonna get, because the average is 70 and you're still gonna get some from mini bosses. So 200k every 50 seconds. You do the math. Even if it's per minute, that's still 12 mil per hour. Next method, Zealot grinding, 5 million coins per hour. Should be quite self-explanatory. Early game. Wise Dragon armor with a Frozen Scythe and a ship pad. Again, you can do a little better, but it's going to be a lot more expensive, so it won't be early game anymore. I'll do the same thing with the Ghost. I'll kill Zealots in 5 minutes, see how many kills I get, scale it up to 1 hour, and do the math. So I got 166 zealots in 5 minutes. If you scale that up to 1 hour, that's going to be around 2000 zealots. And the odds are 420, but because of the fact that it doubles after 420, it goes down to around 397-ish. So let's just say 400. 2000 divided by 400 is 5. You get 5 summoning eyes per hour. That's 5 mil per hour. Pretty good. What farming is next? Mid-game plus 4 million coins per hour. Can be done by early game, but you kinda need decent fortune, which requires an elephant pet and a high level hoe, so kinda out of early game if you ask me. Still 4 million coins per hour with a max setup I'm using, which is a max hoe and a max elephant pet. But the thing with Netherward is, although it's a lot less than the other methods in this list, it's very chill. You can just hold down 2 buttons and listen to music, or have Minecraft really small, hold down 2 buttons and watch Netflix or something. So it's not as much, but a lot more chill, so it's still in this list. I'll cut to the 5 minutes clip of me doing Netherward. So as you saw, I got 350k from 5 minutes of ward farming, so if you multiply that by 12, it's a little bit over 4.2 mil, but again, I have a hypermax setup, so I'll scale it down to 4 million coins per hour. Next up, another late game method, floor 7 speed frag running at 9 million coins per hour. So what you need for this is going to be a frag bot. I'll link a Discord server with it in the description, a mage setup with a weather impact weapon, I also use a black hat for extra speed when clearing. That's pretty much all you need. Start the run, speed the blood, kill the blood mob giant, repeat. I'll link to the clip of me doing one of it to see the time, and we'll do the math after that. So you saw, I'm bad at frag running, but doesn't matter, I still did it within a minute. Let's just say you take 15 seconds to go out and go back in, that's going to be 48 runs per hour. 50% chance of the giant dropping the frag, that's 24 frags per hour. 24 frags, 1 out of 4 of it being good, so that's 6 good frags. All the prices of the frags combined is going to be about 1.5 mil, because this makes up for most of it, and then there's the laser. And even Bigfoot is somewhat decent, I guess. So 1.5 mil, 24 divided by 4 is 6, 6 times 1.5 is 9 million coins per hour. Next up, another late game one, actual Floor 7 S Plus with Party Finder. It's going to be around 20 million coins per hour. I'll go into the calculations right now. From a bit of research and doing it myself, I found the average time to do a Floor 7 S Plus run being about 7.5 minutes using Party Finder, and yes, I know there's some sweats that can do it within like 4 minutes, but we don't talk about that, we're talking about Party Finder. So with a 4 mates 1 archer setup or just 5 mates setup, it's going to be 7.5 minutes in Party Finder, a bit more or less, but around 8 runs per hour, so we're going to go with that one. We're just going to calculate the profits from the handle, because if you calculate every single drop, it's going to take forever, and just the handle should be enough, as that's the main profit. The handle chances are relatively known to be around 1 out of 400, so that's around a 600 million coins profit every 400 runs. However, if we Kismet feather every single run, it's going to take only 200 runs to get a handle, and it's 500k per Kismet, so if you multiply that by 200, that's around 100 million coins. So even subtracting 100 million coins from the handle, it's still about 500 million coins profit every 200 runs. So that's still about 2.5 million coins profit per run. So if you multiply that by 8 runs per hour, that's 20 million coins profit just from the handles. And you're gonna probably get more than that, because there is other drops as well, such as the Wither Chestplate, which is like 10 mil profit, I believe. A bit less, maybe, I don't know. 1 for all books, and even the scrolls are still a bit of profit, so you're going to be making a fair bit more than 20 million coins per hour. Yes, Floor 7 is actually this good now. The last 2 methods are going to be flipping related, so if you're not interested in this, goodbye. Thanks for sticking around, but if you are, here's some easy flips you can do. So the first one is going to be craft flipping. It's quite easy to explain, I'll give you some good examples, and obviously I can't list every single flip because that'll take a 3-hour video, but you basically get like craftables. So for example, books are a good one. You can get like Ultimate Wise 1 books, craft it to a Ultimate Wise 5, make a few 100k profit. It can be done with the Last Stand as well, a few 100k profit, even with Legion, I believe. That's like a 1 million coin profit. Wisdom, that's also almost a 1 million coin profit. Again, books are quite overused, as it's given as an example in a lot of flipping videos, but a really good one I can give you is going to be Worm Membrane flipping. So Worm Membranes are like 83k, can go up to like 90k, so let's just say 90k. 90k times by 100, it's going to be 9 million coins. And there's these things called gemstone chambers. Those cost 13.75 mil, and it's going to require 100 membrane and a gemstone mixture. So mixture is like 1.4 mil, so it's going to be 10.4 million coins to craft, and it's 13.75 to sell, so that's like a 3 million coin profit per craft. That's pretty insane, and there's going to be other ones, probably some I don't know as well, but you can just think for yourself and do some craft flips. Next up, bazaar flipping. There's going to be normal bazaar flipping, so I'm just going to pick one item as an example. This is good. No, there's a 60k margin in null or voids. You can literally just buy order shit on and sell off a shit on. That's 60k. You do a lot at once, so not just one item, but a lot of items. Soul Flow is decent as well. That's quite a good margin as well. Buy order, go take a snack, come back, sell offer. Craft flipping is also pretty good. So for example, for craft flipping, it's going to be null spheres. I can get 160 of these. No, 128, my bad. That's 320k. And if you go to Obsidian and buy like 32 of these, another 80k, so that's like 400k. And if you go back to Void Gloom, even insta sell you make 6k per null or void you make. And if you sell offer, that's even more money. And this is good because sometimes like null or voids, when you buy offer or buy order, it doesn't fill. So what you can do is just buy order the spears, buy order the obsidian, and resell it as a null or void. And this is just for Void Glooms. You should be doing it for like almost every single item profit. Revenant is doable, I guess. If you do a lot of these, you make big money. Again, it really depends on how much money you have to begin with. If you have billions of coins, you're gonna be making like tens of hundreds of million coins per hour, but you get the point. This became a lot longer than what I thought it would be, but it went into a lot of details for each of the methods, so I hope you found at least one method that you can use from this video. If you did, that's great. Thanks.